I'm Jeremiah Callahan. I am the project manager for Global Brands Americas, which is a part of Walgreens Boots Alliance. I look after the merchandising timelines for all of our merchandising, creative, and promotional work. We look after the marketing, the sales strategy, and the performance here in the US and in North America in total. We have 3 different workflows that we run through our merchandising. Our biggest one is our twice-a-year transitions, where we basically overhaul everything that you see on the shelf in one shape or another. It starts about 12 months out, and we start with a sit down. We talk about everything that needs to happen in this transition with all the different players. We have a lot of people that need to come together and talk about it.
So we used to just have a very informal process. We would kind of have informal feedback or exchanging of edits and conversations in person or via PowerPoint or email. So there was never really a streamlined platform where we provided feedback for any creative requests.
We needed a solution. It was becoming impossible to have the amount of transition work. Our one and only creative designer in the business does all creative work for everything.
It would be quite a process. You'd get a lot of emails, a lot of different opinions. So I'd end up doing more work than I really need to.
Before, we'd have to make sure everyone was in a room. So I said there's 7 to 8, sometimes more, people that have to have an opinion. And if one person's missing, their voice isn't heard. So before ESCO, it was all done manually. We used Excel paperwork. We had to print everything out. We had to make sure the person was in the room. We had to get their signature on it. There are so many different projects that all have so many people. We just weren't scalable. So we were really getting to the peak of what we could handle manually. So we knew we needed something that would help us grow. Which was great about ESCO WebCenter, especially when we approached them, is that they tailored it to fit our process. So we still have the stage gates, we still have the meetings, we still have everyone involved, no one gets cut out. Nothing got cut from the system. But now it's less having to worry about who's gonna be there. Everything they wanted to know is gonna be on ESCO or WebCenter.
Totally made everyone's lives easier, less back and forth and in-person conversations, just because it goes directly to the next approver. I can just kind of give my comments and any feedback I had, and then it would just flow through the next person. So it kind of had a hierarchy built into the platform. We're kind of eliminating days or hours that it would have taken us to type up feedback, slashing half the time we would have spent going back and forth, now having this platform to be able to do it much more streamlined.
We use Media Beacon more for everyone else in the office so that they don't need to ask me for what they need, because that would chew up my entire day if everyone needed various product images or logos and that sort of thing. It's great and worth it.
Thankfully, we've never missed a deadline to our major retailers, so everything gets out on time. With WebCenter and ESCO, the process that we have built to allow people to make comments is a lot easier to follow, because again, you can see who's kind of holding it up, and you've got more eyes on the prize as opposed to 1 or 2. It helps us get to our timelines easier, which ultimately allows us to do more. I honestly couldn't tell you who else I'd want to work with. I think the process is really, really easy. The system itself is easy to work with. The people are great. I love it.